Have you ever wondered how the beats in your favorite song or the epic soundtrack in a video game all come together? Well, there's a secret language hiding behind almost all of it. A piece of tech that's over 40 years old but is still the engine that drives modern music. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on MIDI.
Okay, so let's hop in a time machine and go back to the early 1980s. You've got all these incredible new electronic keyboards, called synthesizers, showing up everywhere. But there was one huge problem. If you bought a synth from one company, it was literally impossible to connect it to one from another company. It was like they all spoke completely different languages.
Yeah, every single brand had its own secret private language. For musicians, it was total chaos. Imagine trying to play a co-op game, but your controller only works on your screen and your friend's controller only works on theirs. You couldn't play together. That's exactly what making electronic music was like back then. A complete mess. So, a group of really smart engineers from all these rival companies decided to call a truce. They actually sat down together to create one single universal language that every instrument could finally understand, and they called it MIDI. It became the universal translator for music.
So what does MIDI actually stand for? It's Musical Instrument Digital Interface. You can just think of it as the peacemaker, the one thing that finally let all these different gadgets has a conversation and work together as a team. Pretty cool, right?
Now listen up, because this is the single most important thing to get about MIDI. It is not sound. I'll say it again. MIDI does not send any audio at all. Instead, it sends instructions. It's like the recipe, not the finished cake. It's the blueprint, not the actual building. Or maybe the best way to think about it is this. It's the commands you punch into your game controller, not the awesome graphics you see on the screen. It's just data that tells the device what to play, when to play it, and how to play it.
So, how does this language of instructions really work? Let's break it down. It's actually way simpler than you think.
The key is this number right here, 16. A single MIDI connection can handle 16 different conversations or channels all at the exact same time.
Think of it like having 16 separate group chats running through one cable. You can tell your piano to only listen to the messages in the channel 1 chat. The bass guitar, it only pays attention to channel 2. And the drums get their own special VIP chat, which is almost always channel 10. This keeps everything perfectly organized so the signals don't get all jumbled up.
Okay, so you've got this language of instructions. But how do you actually write with it? Or, fix your mistakes? Well, you use a piece of software called a sequencer. This is the heart of pretty much any music-making app you've ever seen.
All right, let's say you're playing a beat on a keyboard. Look, nobody's perfect, right? Your timing isn't going to be machine perfect. Some notes will be a little early, some a little late. And on the sequencer's grid, it looks kind of messy, with the notes not lining up perfectly.
This is where a MIDI superpower called quantization comes in. With just one click, you can tell the computer to snap all of your messy notes to the nearest beat. It's literally like having auto-aim or aim assist for your music, locking your performance perfectly onto the rhythm. How cool is that?
And boom, just like that, your performance is perfectly on time. This ability to easily edit every single note is one of the biggest reasons MIDI totally changed how we make music. It's like having a magic undo button for your timing.
Now, the technology itself has changed a whole lot over the last 40 years. It didn't always just run on a laptop with a simple USB cable. Let's do a quick-fire history of how MIDI went from these big, clunky plugs to the powerful software we all use today.
So check it out. It all started in 1983 with these big, weird-looking cables. Then, in the 90s, they created a standard list of 128 sounds called General MIDI, so a piano sound would always be a piano no matter what keyboard you used. Fast forward to today, it all runs through the same USB port you use to charge your phone. And the future? MIDI 2.0, which lets devices talk back and forth for even more creative control. The language just keeps getting better.
Now, this move to computers led to something absolutely incredible: virtual instruments. These are basically software programs that can sound like anything. And I mean anything, from a classical synthesizer to a massive Hollywood movie orchestra. You need a flute, a heavy metal guitar? There's a virtual instrument for that. And because they all speak MIDI, you can control this entire universe of sound from one simple keyboard. It's like having a whole band in your backpack. So let's wrap this up. Why is this 40-year-old technology still so critical for anyone making music? Well, let's break down MIDI's superpowers.
First off, the files are tiny. The instructions for an entire song can be smaller than a single photo on your phone. Second, total editability. Don't like a note? Just click it and drag it somewhere else.
Third, you can change the speed of a song without making everyone sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. And, my favorite, you can instantly swap out the sounds. Don't like that piano part? One click, and now it's an electric guitar. It is ultimate creative control. It's basically a cheat code for making music. So if you remember just one thing from all of this, make it this. MIDI is the invisible set of instructions that has powered music for over 40 years, and it does it by separating the performance from the sound. That separation is the secret sauce. It's what unlocks this whole world of creativity.
This secret language is everywhere. It's in the music you stream, the games you play, the movies you watch. It's a tool that lets anyone, anywhere, create incredible things with just a computer. So I guess the only question left is, what will you say with it?